Hi, this is Sebastian van der Schrier, Social Anxiety Solutions. I'm a former social anxiety disorder sufferer and a social confidence coach. And this is part 2 of the 3-part email letter that I'm going to read to you. Yesterday I read one to you, and it's about the power of getting rid of the fear of being seen anxious. It's an email that was sent to my email list, but I want to make sure that you get it in this format as well. So I'm just going to read it to you. Here we go. The subject is, I feel nervous. Nerves are good. Nerves are good. Here's the email. In yesterday's email, I hinted that you can feel anxious and yet not be worried about what others think of it. And yet not be worried about others seeing it. And to achieve that is a matter of mindset. But, and this is a big but, when I say mindset, I'm not talking about understanding a concept. I'm not talking about logically getting something. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about being emotionally congruent with a particular mindset. Because logically knowing something can give you some helpful perspective. But if you're not emotionally congruent with it, it has little value. For example, we all know the saying, what other people think of me is none of my business. And yet, do you still worry about what they think? Of course. If it was as easy as getting an idea, then self-help books would actually work. However, when you're emotionally congruent with what other people think of me is none of my business, then you really feel indifferent to what others think. Now, it doesn't mean you'll be heartless or a psychopath. You'll still care on some level, but you're not worried about it. And therefore, you can freely be yourself, because what you think of yourself matters a gazillion times more than what someone else thinks. And as long as you feel good about yourself and you act in alignment with your highest values, you're free. Now, I hope that landed the plane on what I mean by mindset. Now, I told you yesterday that I saw someone famous display a helpful mindset. I saw this video a lot of years ago. It's an X Factor video. By the way, here's a confession. I love X Factor stars. By the way, X Factor is this show where kids, people come to sing and, they're undiscovered talent, some of them, and they then get discovered. And I love that show. And there's just something about it that touches me deeply when someone really unlocks their potential and shows it to the world at large. Now, the video I'm talking about is of this 13-year-old girl, and her name is Carly Rose Sonnenclair. And she's interviewed before she has to do her audition. And she says she loves to sing and has always been singing and blah, blah, blah. But then she says that she's so nervous and that she always gets nervous. But then she's called to come to the stage to face an audience of 1,000 people. And then she goes, oh, I'm nervous. Nerves are good. Nerves are good. And then she goes on stage and she rocks it. And because she was emotionally congruent with nerves are good, her nerves didn't spiral out of control. Now, how different is that from, oh, I feel nervous, which means I'm a pathetic loser? So when I saw that, I thought to myself, nice job, parents, for teaching her that. Now, since she's just 13, it's likely that her parents taught her that. And while you only see a brief shot of how she interacts with her parents, they seem to be very loving and supportive. Which means Carly has likely been, quote unquote, trained to have a healthy self-esteem and self-acceptance. All of this is crucial in being okay with what others think. Now, the video with Carly is an example, and the example is different from your typical social anxiety scenario. And sure, in this scenario where she has to go on stage, it's more normal to have nerves. But I'm going to show you this video to make a point. Your mindset towards your anxiety matters. A lot. A ton. And as long as you're afraid of others seeing you anxious, you always have something to hide. And you can never truly relax and be yourself. See, there's a key reason for why you're so afraid of others seeing you anxious. I'll explain it in tomorrow's email because it'll take some time to explain it. You'll by then really get why it is happening. And you also know how you can get to a place where you're like, so what if they see me anxious? And I'll also share one of my favorite questions that I use with my clients to uncover the deeper issue behind the presenting surface problem. Make sure you check in. Until then, here's Carly's video. Enjoy her performance and, have a look at what I'm talking about.
We've been here for 65 hours now. Like, it's coming to an end.
My parents are extremely supportive. My mom is a graphic designer and my dad is a copywriter, but I want to be a superstar.
If she gets 4 yeses, I'll be the proudest mom in the world, but I already am, so.
Now all you have to do is sing in front of a few thousand people.
I'm hoping that Damien and Brittany kind of look at me and say, whoa, that's just like me. That's where I was at one time.
You're going to be great.
Whoa. You must be so nervous.
I always get a little nervous just seeing everything and all the people, and nerves are good, I think. Have a little bit of nerves. Nerves. I'm like right here, I'm so close. I just want to get on the stage.
Judges are ready for you. You right this way, please.
Okay.
Break a leg, sweetie.
Break a leg. Break a leg.
To get a yes from the judges would be one of the best moments of my life.
We need one great one to come out. We need one to just turn the energy up for us.
Hi, hello, what's your name, sweetie?
I'm Carly Rose Sonnenclair.
How old are you?
I'm 13 years old.
So what are you gonna sing for us today?
I'm gonna sing Feeling Good by Nina Simone.
Wow. Can I ask you something? Did you rehearse?
Yes.
And you picked that song yourself?
Yes, I did.
All right, well, best of luck.
Thank
Good
you.
luck to you.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. I'm feeling dragonfly out in the sun, you know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies all having fun, you know what I mean. All the leap in peace when they're done, that's what I mean. And this old world is a new world and a bold world for me. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling so good.
Now, how awesome was that? Now, if you want to get rid of your fear of being seen anxious, check out the new coaching series, Overcome the Fear of Being Seen Anxious. You'll be able to attend 4 live coaching webinars where you'll be totally anonymous, nobody sees or hears you, it's like putting on Netflix, and you'll be able to tap along with me and Damien. Now, while the roots of your issues are different, watching Damien reveal what's going on with him, with his fears, with his anxiety, will cause your subconscious to link it to your unique issues. And just by watching along and tapping, you start to release your fear. You can check out the details and read more than 20 testimonials of the previous coaching session by going to bit.ly/seen anxious. That is bit.ly/SEENANXIOUS. All right, so that's the end of the email. Hope you enjoyed that. Tune in tomorrow for the 3rd part of the 3-part email series, where I reveal why it is that you get so anxious and how you can stop it. How you can get to a place where you don't care anymore what other people think of your anxiety or of you. Talk to you then.